He's laughing and he wants me to laugh with him, but I'm not laughing because this is not a joke, because baby, I'm stressed. Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode. Y'all already know what's up. It's the Divine Chatter. We're gonna switch it up a little bit today and do a get ready with me chit chat video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Today's discussion is all about, are we taking life too serious? Because girl, best believe I've been taking life too serious. So we're gonna switch up the vibes, chill, sit down, get ready with me, and enjoy the discussion. I hope it is enlightening. I hope it resonates, and I hope that it's clear. Thank y'all again for tuning in, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. It's your girl Jala, and today we're gonna do a little chit chat. Get ready with me, because baby, I gotta get ready for work, get ready for my day, and you know we're gonna get all that on and shove hopping. So boom, baby, let's talk about it. I'm gonna get just right into the video because I'm ready to get ready. And you know we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna try something, because baby, I don't know, like, I know how I want my makeup to look, but at the same time, it could just be better, you feel me? I feel like this lighting is good, but I feel like the lighting could be better, but it's okay. So, first I'm gonna start my brows. But let's see if I could talk and do my brows, y'all. So, for today's discussion, I just want to talk about, are we taking, well, the question, first of all, the question was that I asked myself this morning when I woke up. And so I woke up this morning and I took me a nice, first of all, I don't even know, like, how should I start this? Like, I'm getting all nervous because it's like a get ready with me and y'all seeing me, and like, this is the first time, well, not the first time, but y'all know. Anyway, so let me just say that this past week has been something else, boy. Something else, okay? This past week has been something else, and I've been beating myself up. Like, when I look back, I'm supposed to be doing my eyebrows. When I look back, like, I really have been beating myself up about, like, my situation and how this week went, and that's just not fair. So, yeah. So, boom. Because I just can't believe this. But yeah, so this week has just been everywhere for me personally. And I just, you know, I think yesterday I finally asked God, like, what am I to do? What am I to do? What am I to do? And y'all, God be answering prayers. Don't sleep, because he be answering prayers. And I think that's something that I really realized today, is that God is going to answer my prayers. And I think that overall, what I learned this week about myself is that I need to depend on God more. I need to look to him more. Like, it's cool to have friends and people that I trust, but genuinely, how many times in January did I ask God to show me an answer? How many times in January did I ask God, what should I be doing? Did I ask God, where should I be? How many times did I ask him? And I can be honest, like, I don't think I genuinely talked to God, not one time. Like, you know, I'm talking to more so my friends and people who have my best interest at heart. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, still supposed to be doing my prayers. I'm not saying that, you know, not to trust those people in your life, but like, where's God in the picture? And it's not a religious thing. It's just like, you know, if you want the truth, you need to go to God. You don't need to go to other people, because other people, it's not that they're not telling you the truth, but they can only speak to you from a level of their own understanding, and they don't know everything. And they're only speaking to you from a level of their own perception. So at the end of the day, asking God is going to be your best bet. Like, you can vent to whoever, talk to whoever to comfort you and all the other stuff, but like, God, he's going to really show you what it is. And with that, I got a verse to go with that. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm looking because I did write a lot of stuff down, and I want to go off of that Because it's important. So the overall question right now is, am I taking life too serious? Because I just feel like, I came across another YouTube video. I'm going to link her down freaking below. Okay? Lynette Atkins, I think that's her name, right? And she talked about how, God, she did not talk about God. Hold on. Because clearly, maybe I can't do my brows and at the same time. Which is fine. Which is completely fine. This whole time the honey was here. Okay, so I was watching her video, right? And she was talking about like, stop taking life so serious. And I just feel like, God, why you put this on my suggestions today? I mean, I seen it last night, but I was like, you know what? I'm not about to bother with that. I was like, I'm going to watch that tomorrow. Because I was like, And so anyway, I watched it today when I was at the gym, and I'm just like, damn. Before I even watched the video, I was just like, am I taking life too serious? Because I read the title and I was just like, dang, am I? Because I just feel like that was a question I really needed to ask myself. And I think I have been taking life too seriously. And I feel like that's why God been playing with me like it's a joke. Because he wants me to laugh with him. And I'm sitting here getting mad. I'm getting angry. And I'm getting all this energy, using all this energy to be upset about things that are just genuinely out of my control. And like, not one time did I ask God like for help. And it's just like, I feel like God is genuinely just, he's laughing and he wants me to laugh with him, but I'm not laughing because this is not a joke, because baby, I'm stressed. But anyway, so yeah, so the verse that I had also indulged in a devotional this morning as well after I came from the gym. Y'all, I think the energy from the gym is starting to like hit me. It's probably that plus the caffeine, but it doesn't matter. We are in it. We are in this video right now, and hopefully we can get everything done before I go. So anyway, well, I will get everything done because at the end of the day, I'm going to work and I'm going to get there on time today. Can't do my eyebrows while I talk, so give me a second. So the verse that I kind of had wrote down, which I really highlighted, so I'm going to start with two verses. So the first verse is 2 Corinthians 5:17, which says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. All things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. The next verse is 2 Corinthians 4:3, verse 3 through 4. And I'm just going to read you the long version. So it says, if the good news we preach is hidden behind a veil, it is hidden only from people who are perishing. Satan, who is the God of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news of Christ, who is the exact likeness of God. And I feel like this was just a highlight that everything that we know to be true is understood without explanation to God at the end of the day. Like, I don't have to explain nothing to God because he knows. He already knows, and he put everything out there. And anyone else who genuinely resonates with me or can hear the good news is going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's understood is understood. I never have to over explain anything that's understood. So that gives me an understanding that, the exact likeness is already within me, and that people are going to understand me. People are going to get me because I'm like God. And Satan shields that message from others, or when people do see that, they can genuinely see the God in me, they get jealous, they get weary, they get weird, But at the end of the day, God has freed me from that. You know what I'm saying? He's freed me from that level of confusion. And I need to stop, interacting with people, or I need to stop, free myself from these types of people who are coming into my life, because I feel like, this is one of the questions I asked God, because just like, I feel like I've really been distracted. I feel like I've been distracted, and it's hindering me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is hindering me in a way that is not understood by me. You know what I'm saying? So in this verse, God is telling me, like, you know, I'm freed and I love who I am, and I'm just like God, and there's going to be evils that come or try to come in between that, and I have to understand it and accept it and move in a way of understanding, if that makes sense. That makes sense. If it's understood, it's understood. You feel me? So the next verse that also helped me with that was, hold on, because I'm not about to sit here and use this little baby brush. Trust me. So the second verse is Colossians 2:7, which says, let our roots grow down into him and let our lives be built on him. Then your faith will grow strong in the truth you were taught, and you will overflow with thankfulness. My truth will set me free. I know where I'm going. There's no need to worry, because the old life that I live, because I feel like, you know, another thing that was struggling with other people is just like, you know, I guess maybe my problem is too is sometimes I don't realize when other people are reminding me of a past version of myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I've been realizing like old high school patterns when I was interacting with certain people and stuff like that. And it's just like that raises a flag for me, because I have two versions of my high school self. I'm not the Philly high school version of myself anymore. Trust me. And I'm not the San Antonio version of my high school self either. But both of those people, you know, they still live. Like, I could realize when someone might be reminding me of those times in my life. And I feel like you need to remember that, because you never want to be in a situation where you feel like your old self. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to put this on my eye too. I think I'm going to bring this down lower, just because I do want to kind of put on some eyeshadow. And yeah. And also because I feel like my eye look weird. But, you know, we're just going to try something new today. Y'all about to just see what comes. You know, it's always a freestyle makeup type of day in this joint. You feel me? It's always one of those type of days. So, yeah. And with that, I realized, you know, this is a new life that I'm living. Like, I feel like I have to constantly remind myself of the new life that I'm living. And if y'all watch my most recent podcast episode, you will see, like, you can also understand where I'm talking about. Like, you know, I'm in a stage in my life where I'm understanding that I'm here. I'm here in the version of myself that I've been praying to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm finally living the life that I wished for myself for so long. Like, I'm here. I'm in it. I'm in it. But you have to realize you're in it, and you have to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get too much in that. Y'all need to go watch the other episode. That was last week's episode. This is this week's episode. So with that, you know, with this newfound life, I need to learn to, I said, recreate my truths. Well, and my truths are my visions. My visions are my truth. So what I see for myself, the plans that God gave me, I already know those are the truths that I'm going towards. And I need to continue to remind myself of those and continue to talk to God about them. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm sitting here trying to talk to people about the things that I want to do. And I think another thing that I realized, I ain't finished the podcast because I was like, oh, this is a whole another topic that I need to touch on for myself. You know what I'm saying? And she was talking about just that level of perfection and, like, you know, that time in our lives when, you know, we wanted to be liked. And, you know, I don't know if not everyone has experienced that, but that's something that me personally, I resonate with a lot. Like, and I've mentioned this before, like, you know, I just had a really bad case of wanting to be liked. And she was talking about that, and, like, she was saying, like, where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where does that I want to be liked come from? And the guy, that her co-host or whatever, I don't know, he was saying how, like, you know, maybe it did come from, like, you know, being around other people at school and, like, automatically thinking, oh, are they gonna like me? Are they gonna like me? And, like, that just being an automatic type of thing. But she said something that was crucial, and I personally really resonated with without thinking about it. It was just like, damn, like, she said, but she thinks, like, it goes even farther than that. Like, it really rooted for her at home. Like, you know, wanting your parents to like you, or that level of exception from your parents. And, like, that really hit home for me because I think that's what I'm struggling with now, because with my new career choice, I realize, you know, this is something that I literally said. It's just like, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to be perceived, and like if people are going to like me. That's literally what I said, like if I'm going to be liked. And that shows a lack of confidence. And when I look back, it kind of pissed me off, because I'm just like, I'm not confident. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that really rubbed me the wrong way, because I just didn't like that lack of confidence in myself, because I have the confidence, and it's just like, damn, but I'm still seeing like certain patterns come up in my life now that I'm like kind of struggling with in a way. And yeah, and I just thought that was really interesting. And I was just like, yeah, I think that, you know, my confidence level, or my concern of being liked, or if people, how are other people going to perceive me, is just rooted from a perfection of a life that I am no longer that involved in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm creating my own life. Like, I'm an adult now. Like, I have to live for myself. Like, I'm not living for my parents anymore. And like, you know, I just spent the last 4 years of my life living for my parents, and I graduated from that stage in life, and now I'm trying to move forward. But I think, you know, something that caught me up a lot last month was getting caught up and still looking for that exception from my parents, because my parents aren't really 100% on board with what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to force them to accept what I'm doing, because this is my dream, because this is what I want to do. This is, you know, I gave y'all my years, and I thought, you know, maybe they would accept that, or maybe they would understand that, you know, it's just a new time. It's just a new era. It's just a new venture I'm on now. You know what I'm saying? It's not that simple. And like, you know, I did go to college for my parents, but at the end of the day, you know, I realized I found why I went to college for myself too. So, you know, it was for them. And at the end of the day, you know, and you have to identify certain things in your life that resemble those type of patterns, because literally even now, like, I didn't think this was current in my life or something that I was struggling with, but here we are talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And it really got me, because I was shook. I was shook, baby. I'm still shook right now, because I'm realizing more. But like, yeah, like, you know, I'm sitting here searching for approval from my parents, and it's stressing me out. It's literally stressing me out, and I'm not even realizing it, because I'm still trying to force them to accept where I'm coming from. And it's like, they're not going to accept it until they see, you know, until they see it. And that's okay. That has to be something that I accept and move forward from and grow from, because I can't keep trying to look for the exception from my parents. I can't keep trying to, you know, force them to accept parts of me that they maybe will never accept. And, you know, is that something that I want to live with? Is that something that I feel like I should continue to? I don't know about that. We're going to have to touch back on it, but that's not really the type of conversation right now. But yeah, you know, understand that, and I'm freed from blindness. So then the question is, okay, what happens next? Now that I understand that I'm not blind anymore, now that I understand I need to follow my new vision, and I need to refocus. Obviously, I've been distracted. I need to refocus. So, excuse me. So the next one is, so then the next question thingy is, it says, so the next question, sorry. So the next verse is 2 Corinthians 5:16. So we have stopped evaluating. This answers what happens next. So we have stopped evaluating others from a human point of view, how differently we know him now. And to me, that was just a confirmation. Excuse me. Anyway, to me, that was just a confirmation of being made new in God, and understand. Like, what in the world? Anyway, an understanding of just being a new person, and that now that I'm a new person, I'm not allowed to judge. And I feel like, you know, something that I realized with some of the certain people that I had used to interact with or whatever, and even the managers at my new job, is that, you know, I'm judging them I'm judging them just as much as they're judging me. And with this newfound life and in this new era, it's not my job to judge nobody, because I feel like, you know, subconsciously I'm judging these people, but I also feel like I'm judging them because they're judging me. But that doesn't mean anything. That's not okay. Just because they're judging me doesn't mean that gives me the right to feel like I can judge them. Like, that doesn't even make sense, in my personal opinion, personally. But yeah. So yeah. So I also wrote, like, anyone who belongs to Christ is a new person, freed. No judgment, for my slate is wiped away. I can't judge nobody for what they got going on, because, you know, can't nobody judge me because my slate is clean. I pay my bills and my bills are paid. Okay? I don't need to sit here and judge nobody, because, baby, I can't nobody judge me. You know what I'm saying? And that's not my job. It's not my job to be out here trying to judge people for their life choices and what they doing and stuff. You know, I have to live by example at the end of the day. Like, and I had to realize that too, because last night I was telling myself, like, I am the bigger person. For so many years in my life, for so many years in my life, I've had to be the bigger person. And that was something that I freaking dreaded, because I'm just like, I hate being the bigger person. Because it just was so annoying, because I always gotta be the bigger person. And last night, it really clicked for me. I have to be the bigger person, yes. Because I'm literally the bigger person. Like, I'm literally the bigger person. Like, actually. And it's like, don't you wanna be the bigger person? Like, you know, people can only meet you at their capacity, for one. And then with that, like, you know, they're judging you because they see, like, and you know, one of my friends, she was telling me that the other day, like, at the end of the day, people see your potential. And that's not something you probably see. And, you know, they're judging you based off of that. They're judging you because they want to get there too. You know, they want to be that, you know? And I'm okay with being the bigger person. What did I text myself? I texted myself yesterday and I said, I am the bigger person. I'm always put in position to be the bigger person because I am the bigger person in more ways than less. And it's not just like, oh, I'm the bigger person because, you know, I'm doing this and the third. But it's like, you know, I got a lot of good things going for me. And I really understand how that can be threatening to others. You know what I'm saying? Like, how other people could feel some type of way about that. But, you know, that's really not my job to sit here and save you because you're mad about what I'm doing with my life and, you know, trying to meet me where I'm at. But you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to live your own life and you got to do your own thing. You know, at the end of the day, I'm trying to do my own thing. Well, I am doing my own thing. And you need to do the same. I put work into being who I am. I did this through, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did this. I chose to do this, and, like, you know, and I feel like a lot of people be missing that point too. Like, all these people that y'all be trying to be like, or you envy and all this other stuff, like, they chose to change their life. Like, I be experiencing that with my family too. Like, it's just like everybody think I act better than them, all this other stuff, whatever they be talking about. But at the end of the day, it's not even that. It's just I chose to change my situation. I chose to change my situation, and I'm happy. Like, I'm allowed to be happy because I chose to choose differently. Like, because I chose to want better for myself. That doesn't make me better than anybody. Like, you can do it too. Like, you can literally do it too. Like, it's that simple. Like, it's literally that simple. Like, you could do it too. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. Interesting, baby. Interesting. My slate is wiped clean. I can't judge nobody, baby. And I'm not here to judge nobody, neither. I'm just here to live my life. And hopefully I can impact you in a way that isn't like, you know, like terrible, but shit, I don't care. God, do you. Do you, boo, at the end of the day. Okay. I also want to share another verse. Let me pat my oil. I want to leave here in like 10-15 minutes. Okay. Boom. I like that. I can fuck with that. Okay, so the verse I want to share is 2 Corinthians. It's a couple verses. It's 2 Corinthians 5, chapter 5, 18, verse 18 through 21. And all of this is a gift from God, who brought us back to himself through Christ. And God has given us this task of reconciling people to him. For God was in Christ reconciling the world for him to himself, no longer counting people's sins against them. And he gave us this wonderful message of reconciliation. So we are Christ's ambassadors. God is making his appeal through us. We speak for Christ when we plead, come back to God. For God made Christ, who never sinned, to be the offering for our son, so that we could be made right with God through Christ. But yeah, see, I feel like that was a message that, you know, leaning that understanding of just dropping stuff. But anyway, that understanding of just leaning on God in times that we might feel like we can't, or whatever the case might be. You feel me? I want to do some eyeshadow, but I'm about to get my other palette because that's what I want to use. So, now, with that being said, we are relating to a healed version of ourselves that is free from worry, doubt, fear, free from, how other people may see us. Now we can truly see who we are. We can truly understand the clear vision, our mission, the transformation that has occurred for us. And a confirming verse for that, y'all see, I'm excited, is Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Understanding that there's proof out there. I know where to look for answers. Where answers may be revealed to me is going to be in the Bible or when I talk to God. I literally wrote questions down last night. He gave me all these different verses to look at, and then look at my life and see how I can decipher what I need to figure out in my life that resonates with these verses, y'all. I can't make this up. Okay, looking for some eyeshadow. But yeah, y'all, like, I can't make this up. This is real life. This is what God be on. Like, he's for real. He not playing. And that's good, because I don't want him to play with me. I don't want him to play with me. I want him to tell me, show up every time and show me what I need to see. Answer my prayers, like, answer the questions that I have, because, I need clear understanding. I need clear visions. That's what I need. Oh, this whole time I'm looking for my blush. Blush is right here. And I just feel like it's crazy out here for a real one. I did a whole lot of talking. But, we about to get all this. Yeah. So I realized, if I ask God for the answers, God is going to show them to me. He's going to show me the answers every single time I ask. Every single time I ask. Every single time I ask. And I feel like God has really been putting me through the ringer, because he needs me to understand that I'm not asking him. I'm not coming to him enough. I'm not coming to him enough. He's not banging with that. Like, he's not banging with that at all. I need to come to him more. I need to talk to him more. He is my looking glass. He's the glasses that I need to see every day. Like, and the devotional that I had read this morning did a really good analogy on that. Like, people who wear glasses, they need that to see every day. You know what I'm saying? this world, God is what I need to see the truth. And that's the most important thing. It's not even about like religion, and obviously it's about the relationship, but it's just like the level of truth that comes from God, the level of true understanding, the trueness of life. You know, there's such a big veil around our eyes that we experience from, you know, being in the school system, being around friends, being around other people, that clouds our judgment, clouds who we are. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that we identify these things. And it's important that we, you know, make known, like, you know, we may be aware of these things. You know what I'm saying? So this kid, and I love that. I love that, you know. And this month I'm gonna do better at, you know, genuinely focusing on my relationship with God and asking God for answers, because he's provided with me with damn near every answer I asked him for last night. And I'm grateful for that, because your girl needed it. Your girl needed it. And so as I grow, you know, I'm also understanding that as I grow, so do my vision, so does my relationship with God. And I have to give myself grace, and I have to give myself, you know, understanding when it comes to these things, because, you know, I know these plans that God has for me, and that's cool. But, you know, I still have to get there. I'm still in the beginning stages. And I feel like sometimes I be forgetting that I'm in the beginning stages of a lot of stuff, and it clouds, you know, where I'm going. It clouds like how I interact with people, because, you know, I'm looking at myself 10 years ahead, but baby, look at where you at right now. Like, and it's not a disrespect to me or nothing. It's not a disrespect to what I got going on. It's just like, that's the reality. I need to understand that at the end of the day, I just started this job. So ain't nobody going to really respect me how I want to be respected, because at the end of the day, I just started. You know what I'm saying? I just started the job. I have to earn my respect still, even if I feel like I get it. And I'm not entitled to nothing. I'm not entitled to nothing. So it's just like, you know, I have to understand that, and I need to move accordingly. And I feel like I've been moving in a way where I feel like I get a pass or something, just because I know where I'm going, and because, you know, I got other stuff to back me up. That don't mean nothing. It really don't mean nothing at all, like, literally. And I had to understand it, and I needed to humble myself, because, and once again, it's not about me thinking that I'm better than anybody. It's not about me thinking, you know, I'm on this high horse. It's just that, you know, I know where I'm going, and I'm confident in that. I know who I am. And, you know, what's another thing, like, you know, I realized that in relationships too. When I want to, you know, mess with somebody or whatever, I realize, you know, I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table. And that could be scary for some people. Like, you know, some guys, they get threatened by that, because, you know, not a lot of women know where they going and have that level of confidence, and it just be easier to mess with a girl or a woman who's not 100% on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. I have learned to accept that, because, baby, I want a man who's going to be confident behind me, the same way I'm confident behind me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man that don't want to make moves, that don't, you know, he not elevating, he not trying to elevate. You know what I'm saying? I got time for that. I don't got time for that. No way. You feel me? So that's it, baby. That's that. And yes, I'm about to sit here and put like 3-4 different blush things on. Don't care. I love me some blush. Yesterday I put pink on my nose. It was so cute. Okay, I'm doing it again. Yes, I am. Which one? I think it was this one. It don't matter. I'm using it anyway. But yeah, that was so cute. And I'm gonna do it on my chin a little bit too. But yeah, so, you know, I had to really sit down and hear myself for real. Like, it's not a game out here, babes. Even though it is a game out here, I can't always treat it like a game, you know? Just really interesting to sit here and delegate understanding of the position that I'm in and the position that I'm going and stuff like that. You feel me? Because you really got to understand that too. And I feel like a lot of people don't be understanding that type of thing, or they don't want to understand, or they don't want to stoop lower because they feel like, oh, that's dumb or whatever, you know, something stupid. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave this like so. Yeah, I got a little pink glitter glow going on. And you know, another thing I had to remind myself as well today was just that, you know, people are doing human things. You know, I can't be mad at people, you know, and that's what that verse was talking about. Like, you know, I'm in no position to judge anybody for what they doing or what they think they doing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job. And humans are going to do human stuff. You know, I can't stop nobody from doing their humanly nature. So I need to use God as my glasses. I need to focus, and I need to get one-on-one with what's up. So we're going to do some black. Cause yeah, I got a light face, but I'm not really gonna do my lips till I'm about to leave. So we're gonna put that in there. Last time. It's last time. And then also I realized too was like, you know, if I'm asking God for help, I need to pay attention when he's answering my prayers. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have easily missed everything he just answered for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes we ask God for help, but then we still don't even calculate the answers correctly. You know what I'm saying? And we need to pay attention to that. We need to pay attention to that level of catching, you know, paying attention. You ask for something, he's going to answer you. You need to make sure you're ready for the answers. Because why else would you ask? That's rude. Trying to decide what lashes I want to put on, you know. And I feel like, you know, yeah, that's what God means when, and I feel like that's how you know you're taking life just too serious. You're trying to handle everything on your own. You're trying to build your own understanding of life to the point where you don't, you know, you struggling, you're hurting, you know, it's just a lot. And I feel like God wants to remind us, you know, cast your cares onto me. You know, he wants to hold our pain. He wants to be there for us in that way, in that light. And I feel like we got to allow him to do that at the end of the day. Like, I want something bold but not too light. Just because, not too bold, just because I got lashes on. I mean, just because I got, you know, got makeup on today. Good makeup too. Look at me, guys. Oh, also, Holy Iced did my teeth. Girl, check that out. You already know. You already know. So, yeah, y'all, just make sure we're paying attention in real life to what God has in store for us, what he, you know, wants for what's best, you know, at the end of the day, what's going to be best for you. And I think that's really understanding where your truth comes from, where your help comes from, like understanding that and allowing that to guide you. Allow that to guide you for sure, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Like, I deserve the world. I deserve understanding. I deserve love. But you know, the humans, they're not. I mean, it's not even a might type of thing. They're not. They might, well, some may not be able to meet you to that capacity or give you that level of what you're looking for. But God will be somebody who can always show up in that, to that intensity. That's God. God is always going to be somebody that could do that for you. Like, I'm about to do my edges too. Take off this bonnet. Oh, I left my edge thing in there. I'm going to do my edges. I'm about to put these lashes on first. So, but you know, there's no shame in looking to God for guidance, and there's no shame in looking in the Bible for answers and, you know, genuinely trying to figure life out. There's no shame in that. Like, I feel like a lot of people be trying to shame you for thinking. When did thinking become something that was not like something that is something you try to, like, you know, shy people away from? Like, everybody be trying to tell you not to think, or you need to think less, you thinking too much. No, baby, I'm thinking just enough. And I'm looking for answers in the right places. I'm done looking for answers in the wrong places. And I feel like at the end of the day, that's something else that I learned. Like, and that God is showing me that, you know I'm looking for answers in the wrong places. So he's showing me where to look for the right answers. And I need to move accordingly. Seriously, I need to move accordingly. That'd be your problem. Y'all not moving accordingly. Simple as that. So use God as your glasses to clear your mind and provide truth. This is the only truth that really matters. And the smudges that are clouding your mind are worldly thinking, people, manipulative people, temptation, like anything that's trying to knock you off your pivot. And that's when I realized, wow, I've been distracted. And instead of calling on to God, I'm calling on humans. Calling on humans for answers. And I need to be calling on God. I just need to do better at calling on God. I just hope I'm not repeating myself, because I kind of lost my train of thought before I put these lashes on. So, and I'm trying to make sure I still get out of here in a good time, because I do want to get to work before 2. So, but I should be able to get to work before 2, even if I get there by 10:30. They'll be done by 11:30, 12 o'clock. So, and I could still make it for 1:30. So that works for me. But wow, this is way better than I thought it was gonna be, honestly. I felt like I had something else. Oh yeah, there was something else that I wanted to share before I get off this joint. Gotta make sure the lash is secure, baby. Okay. Lash is secure. Both lashes think it's secure. I need to do my edges before I get off this joint. So, something else that I wanted to share was, no, that was it. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. I gotta run to the text on myself. Something else that I wanted to share was, I saw a quote last night that really just touched me too. Like, it said, and somehow after everything, she bloomed in the way she was meant to. Like, at the end of the day, I really feel like I've had a lot going on, and it's been kind of hard. But at the end of the day, like, God has shown up for me, and I'm still blooming. Like, I still have so many things that have got me, and I've had so many things that have, like, really, that probably would have broke some people. But I'm still going, I'm still thriving, I'm still doing me, and I'm so grateful to be in this space. I'm so grateful to have God by my side on this. Like, can't nobody tell me jack. Okay? Can't nobody tell me nothing. Tell me nothing. See, I was gonna also put my fit on and stuff, because I figured maybe the conversation would still be going. But that's pretty much it. Like, just focus on yourself, and you never have to isolate. Like, I feel like people be getting the wrong idea trying to isolate themselves. When you say focus on yourself, you don't have to isolate yourself to focus on yourself. You just need to understand. You need to just have your own understanding before you try to do other stuff or try to listen to other people's advice. You need to have your own understanding first, and you need to create those values for yourself, because people will easily knock you off. People will easily see a weakness and try their best to get you. And that's another reason why you need God, because God is going to outweigh all those other people. Y'all, it's my brow, but it's okay. It's okay. But thank y'all so much. Okay, because God, thank you so much for this message. And I'm just so grateful, because it was just a really good morning. And I'm very happy that I'm understanding more of the life that I'm in, the position that I'm in, and my level of greatness. Like, so I will definitely, I need to spray my face. But thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm not even dressed yet, But you know, thank y'all for tapping in with me and taking time to take up space for yourself and take up space with me. And I'm just really happy. I really like this little video. I think I might do more and get ready with me so we can get in the habit of seeing each other, having a little FaceTime call, you know, getting ready, doing all that good stuff. You feel me? So I'm just really happy today, and I feel way better about my week because at the end of the day, I feel like God, he's funny. He a real funny dude, and I feel like, you know, I need to laugh with him. I'm taking life too serious. I feel like some of us are taking life too serious, and I had to realize I'm taking life too serious. Like, I can apply the pressure, I could do all this stuff, but I'm just doing it too seriously. I'm doing it way too seriously, and I need to change who I'm talking to. I need to change some of the things that I'm expressing with other people because it's making me take life too seriously. But let me get done with the chitter chatter because I gotta get ready and I gotta get out of here. But much love. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have a blessed day, have a blessed night. Whenever you're watching this, thank you so much. Catch y'all in the next Dronsky. Mwah.